morning, everyone. My name is Carla, and you have reached my FlossTube channel, Carla being Crafty, where I talk about mostly cross stitch, but also other crafts that I'm involved in and a little bit of life thrown in. This is my 74th FlossTube video. It is Sunday, it's December 20th, and I just want to say welcome. If this is the first time you're finding my channel, I'm so glad that you found me, and I hope that you like what you see and want to hit like and subscribe and come back and spend every Sunday with me. If you are a returning viewer, then thank you so much for coming back. You guys really light up my life every week, and I am just enjoying this whole FlossTube journey and experience and everything. So let me start out by giving a big thank you shout out to my lovely subscriber from New Zealand, Tanya Kane. Not only did she send me that wonderful tasting box that I did a video on a couple weeks ago, but she also bought me some coffee. So she was the first person to use the Buy Me a Coffee link that is in the description box below, and she sent me a little gift, monetary gift through the Buy Me a Coffee app. It is not something that anybody needs to do, but it is definitely appreciated, and it does help with postage and things like that, and encourages me to make more like eBay purchases and purchases of things for giveaways. I don't tend to do giveaways like every week or anything like that, but what I do is a couple times a year for whatever milestone I feel is appropriate at that moment. I tend to do like a big giveaway of like 12, 16 things. So that's what the Buy Me a Coffee and then the monetization on my channel goes to help with. So thank you so much, Tanya. It was like so appreciated, and I just want to say a big thank you. I also want to give a big thank you to everybody who liked and commented on my Hanukkah videos and who sent me, sorry, my zipper is down. Not that you guys can see it, but I know it's there, so ooh, I'm so classy. So thank you for everybody for the wonderful response to my Hanukkah videos. An extra special thank you to all of my wonderful subscribers who sent me Hanukkah gifts for me to open during the videos. It was so much fun, and I felt so like loved and appreciated. I got so much stuff that it was like almost overwhelming, but I can handle it. I can handle getting all the goodies. I was especially blown away with all of the like handmade things I got. I got a couple stitched pieces, some like sewn stitching accessories. I got a hand-painted card that was so gorgeous I didn't even realize it was a handmade thing until after I showed it, and then I got a message saying, oh yeah, I painted that card. And I also got like a hand-painted sort of an ornament thing that was, again, I didn't even realize it was hand-painted until I got a message saying, oh yeah, I painted that raccoon. So yeah, I'm just blown away by the talent of you guys. I also got a couple gifts for Bagheera, and he was quite appreciative of everything that he got. He got some treats that I had never seen before, so and he loved them, so I went on I went on Chewy and put in a big order for him that I needed anyway, but I added in those licking treats, and he just loves those things. I pull that little thing out and hold it, and he's right there waiting for it. He also got some handmade toys from an Etsy shop that one of my viewers ordered for him. And Baggy is not a very playful type cat. I mean, he's a cuddly cat and that kind of thing, but he's kind of sedentary and he doesn't play a lot. I don't know, there must be magic along with the catnip in these treats, because he gets one of those things and is just in kitty heaven, rolling around, playing, batting it, chasing it. They really brought out the kitten in him. So he got, I think, five little things. I've given him 3 of them so far. One of them is lost. I have no idea where it is. The other 2 he's been playing with. And the other 2 I'm going to keep good. And then I actually went onto that Etsy site and ordered him a couple more because he just loves them so much. And plus, you know, this time of year I got a little bit of extra, you know, money from a Christmas bonus type thing. And so I figured I would do a little bit of shopping on Etsy and support like small businesses, because when I ever get an Etsy shop, hopefully people will do that for me. So so I did do a little bit of purchasing, and that was one of the things. I got him some more toys, so I'll get them sometime next year, I believe. And yeah, I can't believe how much he loves those things. So so again, thank you to everyone who sent me something. I can't name you all here because honestly, my brain, you know, but I have those 8 Hanukkah videos. If you haven't watched them, please go back and watch them. Or if you're on your computer, you can just look at the description boxes and, you know, on the last one, and everybody who sent me something is listed there. So yeah, so it was really fun for me to do. I'm so glad that people enjoyed it. Let's see, what other things did I want to say? I did kind of want to do a shout out. So I haven't done shout outs very much lately, which doesn't mean that I'm not watching new people on FlossTube. I am. I watch FlossTube a lot. I watch like my favorite people a lot, and I do watch new people as well. But I haven't like mentioned, because what happened a couple times is like I got really excited about somebody and I would like talk them all up in the video, and then they would never make another video, which made me feel stupid. And so I kind of like want to shout out people that look like they're going to continue to do FlossTube. It's a commitment, and I know it's not for everybody, you know, which is no problem one way or the other, but you know, there's people who don't do videos that I miss. I wish they would do some more. But this kind of leads me into one thing that I wanted to say, is that I kind of learned recently, it's okay to do a tiny bit of self-promotion. And I'm saying this because I want to put out to you guys, if you have a FlossTube channel and I haven't mentioned you, and you don't know if I watch you, please send me a message, you know, comment on my video, say, hey, I have a FlossTube channel. I've been doing it for a week or a month or 5 years. And I will, if you take the time to send me a message and say that you have a FlossTube video or FlossTube's up, I will go and watch you, and I promise I will mention you on my channel. Not that my channel is that influential, but I will. And because sometimes it's hard to self-promote. I mean, I know that, but I feel like sometimes when I bite that bullet and I self-promote a tiny bit, not being obnoxious about it, but when I mention, sometimes I get really good results. I was on a live chat with a live streaming, one of those live streaming things that Michelle Bendy Stitchy does. And it was right after, well, actually, I guess it was the first night of Hanukkah. And I finished my Hanukkah video, and then I happened to be on that while I was like uploading the video. And I went ahead and I said, oh, I just uploaded my first Hanukkah video. I'm going to do it all week. And I really debated. I like typed it and then I didn't send it. And then and I finally sent it. And I got at least one person that I know, Bonnie, hi, who saw me write that and went, hey, that's cool, I'll go check you out. And she watched all of them, and I think she subscribed, and I think I have like a new person in my life because of that little bit of self-promotion. So I think it was okay for me to do that. And So anyway, I just want to put it out there. If anybody has a FlossTube video or FlossTube videos and would like me to watch you and mention you on my channel, then just let me know and I will. I will do my best to do it. If I miss you or something, then tell me again. But I do want to be part of a community of building each other up. And I know sometimes it's hard. As you know, I'm not a huge FlossTube channel. You know, I want people to like me. I want people to talk about me. When I hear other FlossTubers mention my name, it is so thrilling to me. Even now, 18 months later, it is a thrill. So, I got a little bit long-winded about that, but that's out there. But this all started because I wanted to do a shout out for Amy Sprinklestein Stitches, because she just gave me such a lovely, lovely shout out in her last video about my Hanukkah videos, and she had sent me messages during the whole Hanukkah series, and I had heard her mentioned on a lot of different channels, so she started to be sprinkled throughout the people I watch, pun intended. And so I went and started watching her videos. I binge watched, she doesn't have that many out yet, maybe 10. So I binge watched her all day yesterday. And she keeps talking about how she has this awful New Jersey accent. I don't think it's awful. She, you know, occasionally sounds a little Jersey, but not anything that would be out of the ordinary. I don't know what you're talking about, Amy, but anyway, so she is a hoot and a half to watch. She's got some really fun projects out there, and ooh, this girl can haul, you know. And I was watching her last night. Now, it can be a bit dangerous. So I was watching her, I don't remember which video it was. It was towards the end of the day, so it was one of her more recent ones, and I was, you know, stitching and kind of like glancing up, and I happened to glance up and she showed a pattern I'd never seen before. I think, I don't know, it was a Halloween, it was like a witch and a cat, and from Lila Studios, and I'd never seen it before, and I kind of glanced up and went, oh, I really like that. So I thought about, oh, I should go get that, and then I'm like, no, I don't need anything. About 10 minutes later, I had to get up, turn off lights and stuff, and there was my computer sitting there, and I went on Etsy, and I bought that pattern, and another one. So yeah, so thank you, Amy. You just were an influencer and made me spend 20 bucks on patterns, and a little bit of pom-pom trim from an Etsy shop. So at least I got it from an Etsy shop, right? So I was sprinkling kindness in the community. But anyway, so go check out Amy Sprinklestein Stitches. She's just really fun to watch, and is a lovely person as well. So, okay, moving on. Now that Hanukkah is over and I finished my Hanukkah videos, I put everything away. I did an extra video yesterday, a tasting video, and it's time now to pull out my suitcase and start packing, because I leave in 1 week for vacation in the mountains with my family. So we're going to be spending a low-key, you know, New Year's Eve, the week leading up to New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve in the mountains. And I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be totally fun. And so I have to plan what projects I'm going to bring when I go. And, you know, that's what's going to take up my mind for the next couple days. Next week, obviously Christmas is on Friday, so I have that day off. So I will be doing a whip parade on Friday. I think I'm going to be doing my weekly video on Saturday, and then I'm leaving on Sunday for my trip, and I'm going to try and do a vlog style video to post when I get back, and just share the vacation a little bit with you guys. So those are kind of plans. It's early in the video to be talking about plans, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so now that I've rambled at you for 14, almost 15 minutes, we can get into stitching stuff that I did this week. Okay, So the first thing that I have is a finish, and this is my birthday gift for Reagan. Her birthday is a week from tomorrow, so we're going to be spending her birthday in the mountains, which would be totally fun. So Reagan, if you're watching this, you need to leave the room for a few minutes, and so otherwise your gift is going to be spoiled. So go ahead, leave the room, and I'm sure your mom will tell you when it's safe to come back. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the like completed gift because I got it all FFO'd and everything, and then I'll show you the stitched part close. So it's a little bit like delicate. Okay, so I got this driftwood thing with the hooks in it from it. I don't think it was from Etsy. I think it was from Amazon. And I also ordered these shells. And I just, you know, I hung them with the twine because I felt like the twine matched this rope. So Reagan has kind of like a beachy theme. And then, okay, so that's the overall thing. And I feel like it's super fragile, so I'm trying to be really careful with it. Okay, and then the two stitched pieces. And so I just finished those on like, I did a circle of sticky board with a little batting, and then I kind of gathered the fabric and put that around, and then I put another smaller circle of sticky board like sandwiched together to hold the edges of the fabric in, and then I just glued it to the back of these sand dollars. So if it's hanging, I don't know if she's going to hang it like against the wall or if she's going to hang it loose. So if it's loose, if it turns around, it'll still be pretty because it's backed with the sand dollars. But I think they came out pretty cute. And these are Shannon Christine designs, but the colors are all changed. So that is my FFO for this week. So I think I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I think my vision of mounting something on the back of sand dollars worked out pretty well. I think that it's kind of a cool idea. So I hope she likes it. I'm pretty sure she'll like it. She's a really creative kid, and so she appreciates artistic type stuff because she likes to do artistic type stuff, so I think that she will really like it. Okay, so bear with me a second while I kind of put these away, or not away, but I just want to get them kind of like stacked up gently so they won't get smashed on my desk. The shells feel so fragile, and I just want to make sure they don't get hurt. Okay, so that was my my finish, my FFO. I didn't have any new starts this week. Okay, so whips. I did a few rows on Village Bookstore, which is behind me right here. Really not enough to show you. So I'm going to leave that and not pull it out over here. Basically, I showed you in the last video, and I just did maybe 30 or 40 more stitches on it. But working on the the stand is working. So yeah, so I plan on trying to work a lot more on that in the coming year. Okay, I worked on the gift for my nephew Logan. His birthday is the end of January, so I have a little bit more time to get this done. And this one's stitching up pretty quickly. So I did just a bit more on this guy. I got his ear kind of filled in, and so that one I think is coming along really nicely. I can't bring this with me though. This is not a project that I can bring on the vacation because he'll be there. So okay, what's this one? Oh, Sampler Au Chat. This is Jardin Privé. This is being done on a 20 count ice blue Aida with sulky threads. And let's see, I did this cat since you saw it last, this flower which isn't completed, but I did the flower part, and the paw, and this little box with a kind of thistle flower. This is the bottom corner, so this is as long as it's going to be. And then I think it'll probably go to about here. So maybe it's about a third done, maybe. Really like this one. It's so pretty. And I've said it before, but I'm really enjoying 20 count Aida with sulky. It's just like a really good combo. Very enjoyable for me. Okay, this is Night Walk Down. I started this one for my August Black Cat birthday sale. And I'm doing this on a piece of 36 count opalescent linen that I dyed myself. The last time I saw you, I finished this little flower right here, which is a little bit tone on tone, and I realized that, but I still really like the way it works, the way it looks. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I did this week, was I did that flower. Linen is still not my favorite thing to work on. So, I mean, I think that I think it looks beautiful. But overall, my linen projects are kind of going to be probably more few and far between. I think for this project, the gauziness of the linen I think really works, and the color that I made it I think I love, and the fact that it's an opalescent, it all really works well for this piece, and just how the feelings that this piece invokes for me. But working on linen, as I said, is not my favorite thing, and I don't really like the way linen looks for everything. I like a thicker, creamier feeling fabric, and yeah, so, you know, it's just going to take a special piece for me to work on linen. I have more of this opalescent linen, so if something comes up that I think is going to work really well for the linen, I'll probably dye that again, and then that would be the linen that I would use. But, you know, I say things like that, but, you know, I'm one of these, like, you know, never say never kind of people, because, you know, at one point I was like, I'm never going to work on linen, and then I have this, like, major piece that means a lot to me that I'm doing on linen, and, you know, so I can't ever say I'm never going to do anything, because then I make myself eat my words. I worked a little bit on Craftsman Collection. This is called First Encounter. I call it Chickadees. This is a project I am doing for my best friend Tracy. And I got a little bit more done on the second chickadee's head. And what happened with this first chickadee, and this is going to be the same thing, is like the colors in his breast are like white and really light gray, and until you get the back stitching, it's really hard to see. But I really think this is so pretty. So. And I like, this one's kind of soothing to work on. It's a 28 count even weave, which I know the stitches on the 28 count are the same size as 14 count Aida, but for some reason you have the ease of it, but they don't look like the stitches are as big to me. I don't know what it is, but I really like this fabric actually. It's called like Backgrounds, and I got I think 6 packages of it, and this is just using half of a package of one of the colors. I got 3 colors, 2 packages of each of this like very lightly modeled fabric, and it's a printed, so it's only the modeled on one side. I got 2 packages of blue, 2 packages of like a beigey color, which I may dye, and 2 packages of pink. And as I said, this is like half of one of the packages of the blue, and it's a really creamy, I don't know if creamy is the right word. Creamy as in the feeling of it to me is creamy, and it's like just a good thickness. It feels really nice to work on, and I really like working on even weave, like a Joblin or a Monaco. I like Aida too, as I said, but the 20 count Aida gives me the same feeling as like the even weave. It's just the way the fabric moves and handles. I really enjoy. And the last whip that I worked on this week is Pavane for These Times. This is a long dog sampler pattern. I'm doing this project instead of doing the long dog pandemic, which a lot of people are doing, just because I just happen to like this pattern better, and I like the saying, turn your face to the sun and the shadows will fall behind you. So for me, this is a good remembrance. So this is like my remembrance of all the that was 2020. And again, I'm doing this one also on a 20 count Aida. This one is a white opalescent. And I'm doing it with Silky as well. This Silky is called Peacock Plume, and then I have this kind of like turquoisey green accent color. So I got this first medallion finished. I really like how on this pattern there's a lot of like negative space where so like the pattern is actually the negative space as opposed to the stitched part in these like medallions at the top and everything. So that's coming out really nice. But I mean, this is going to take me forever because like I've stitched on this 3 or 4 sessions now, and that's how much I got done. Just that little bit. So, yeah, so this is going to take me a really long time. Okay, so that is it for my whips this week. Although actually that was pretty, you know, that was pretty good. I got a lot accomplished, I think, considering that I was filming every single night. You know, that I think I got a lot done, actually. Okay, so haul. I do have some haul to show you this week. I put an order from 123 Stitch, which you'll see, but just in addition, I got a set of these. I got one of these from Bree Gilbert from Bree Stitch and Stuff as part of her Hanukkah gift that she sent me, which was like one of my, I don't want to say humiliating, one of the silly moments in one of my videos, because, you know, I was trying to open this by untwisting it, because I have these needle holders, which I bought when I was like a new stitcher. I think I thought I was getting something like this, which are made to hold needles. These have holes in the bottom, so they're not so great for holding needles, so that's why I have to put washi tape around the bottom of them. But these twist off, right? But they look pretty much the same as these. These don't twist. These pull off. So I spent like, you know, I don't know, 2 minutes on the video trying to untwist this thing and feeling like, okay, I can't get this, it's stuck. And then I got messages from 2 people who were saying, you know, just pull it. And yeah, they just pull off. But these have like a magnet thing at the bottom, so your needles kind of stick, and then when you pull them up, you know, they don't fall out, or they can't fall out, exactly. So Bree sent me one, and she said that they were really great, and so I've gotten a lot of needles from people as part of Hanukkah gifts, and yeah, so I thought I would get some more and maybe upgrade my needle storage a little bit. To that end, I got a little package of these double pointed needles, so you actually thread them in the middle. I've seen a couple people talk about these. I've been intrigued by them, so yeah, I figured I'd try them for like my full coverage, especially if there's a place where there's a big patch. I thought it might be interesting to see if these make it easier, harder, I don't know. I'm sure there'll be a learning curve and I may hate them, but hold on just a second. I'm back. Okay, so I was talking about the double pointed needles, so I decided to go ahead and try these, and I will let you know if I like them, if they work great, if they don't work at all for me. We will see. Okay, then I got 2 things from eBay. I told you about this one. This is a silk ribbon embroidery kit. Just decided to go ahead and get a kit to try. This is like cross stitch and silk ribbon embroidery. So you cross stitch the background and then you just do the front flowers. I think it's really pretty. So we'll see if I like the silk ribbon embroidery. Not that I need like another type of craft, but then again, why not? Let's see. Every time I went on to eBay, this Designworks kit kept popping out at me. I think it's pretty cute. So this kitty trio. And so I saw it at like a really good price. Like a lot of people were selling it for like double what I ended up getting it for. So there was one seller that was selling it for pretty low, and I think I got it for like $7. And I thought it was cute. And I like the cats, as we know. And then the last thing that I got, so, okay, so this is one of the gifts that I got for Hanukkah from Dawn Frisch, and I've talked about Dawn before. She's the lady that I actually met in Arizona, and she's just been the nicest supporter of me personally and then my channel. Anyway, so one of the gifts that she sent me was a gift card or gift certificate to 123 Stitch. And it's funny, like right before I opened that gift certificate, I was on 123 Stitch looking around, which I probably shouldn't have been, but I was. And I told you guys that I kind of just discovered Laurel Birch and that I really like Laurel Birch. And I saw this kit on 123 Stitch and I almost bought it, but then I was like, no, you know, Hanukkah's coming up. I don't know what people are gonna have gotten me. And it turned out that Dawn sent me a 123 gift card, and I knew immediately that this was the kit that I wanted to get for it. So this is the pattern. So it's called Cat Collage by Laurel Birch. And it's pretty much full coverage. I mean, this white at the top is the only part that isn't stitched. I'm doing a video. Can you please be patient? I guess he can't be. He needs my attention. So yeah, so I think I'm going to bring this along with whatever else I choose, but I think I'm going to bring this on my trip, and this is going to be my New Year, New Start. Although I don't know if I'm going to be able to wait until actually the 1st. But I'm still going to call it New Year, New Start, even if I start it, like, you know, on the 29th. That counts, right? Yeah, my rules. Okay, so, but the only thing with this, and, excuse me, it comes with a 14-count Aida, white Aida, and I don't really like this piece of fabric. It's really stiff, and I have no problem stitching on Aida. I mean, you guys know how many things I have here on Aida. So I considered like trading this out for a higher count piece of Aida. I mean, I think this fabric will be fine if I rinse it out and, you know, dye it. So it's not a piece, I mean, I would use this piece of fabric, but it's just, I don't like it for this pattern. It's just, it's not giving me, you know, the joy. So I looked through all the stuff I had and I pulled out smaller pieces of fabric. Then I was like, well, should I, you know, use a color? But I think that because of all of the color in this, the white, and since there's not very much white that shows, the white is a good choice. But then I found in my stash piece of fabric that I got from eBay, and it is a large piece of 28 count even weave. So the stitches are going to be the same size, which I think is fine, and I like this better. So I think I'm going to use, I don't know if you're going to even be able to like see what I'm talking about, but I don't know if you can see how, like, you can even hear this feels stiff, whereas this fabric, and I know this because I've used this kind of stuff before, it's just a lot softer and smoother feeling, and I think it's just going to be a nicer experience to stitch on this. So yeah, so that's the only change I'm going to make, is I'm going to change out the fabric from this to this. Since they're both white, I don't think it's going to change the look, except that it's going to look a little bit, you know, finer at the top. So I think that is what I'm going to do for my New Year, New Start, and I'm going to bring this on my trip. I'm going to do it like I do all full coverage. I'm going to go ahead and stitch it on the diagonal, and because it's kind of more big blocks of color, I think it's going to actually go quicker though, because I'm still going to do it. I'm going to do it on the diagonal, and I'm going to do it, you know, in, you know, rows of 10 kind of thing. But I think I'm going to kind of adopt a slightly different method for this project. I'm going to do, and I think this is the way Erin T. Marstini Stitcher says that she does it. She does it on the diagonal. I think she does it on the diagonal. Maybe she's doing vertical, but it doesn't matter. It's the same concept. But she'll like color complete. So she'll have a parked thread and she'll just use that thread until the thread runs out in the diagonal, and then go back through and do all of her parked threads that way, and then go and fill in any colors that weren't parked. And I think that will work for this method. If it doesn't, then I'll go back and do it my normal way, but I think it'll work for this because there's so much like blocks of color. I think it'll be quicker that way, and it still won't be like ninja stitches or anything like that. I think it'll still work pretty well. So I'm going to try that method. The threads, when I got this, it came on this like, excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, it went away. Let me come back. But the threads were on this card, which is kind of flimsy, and I would have had to take them off the card anyway because they weren't actually looped on the card. They were just like looped through, but they weren't secured. So I decided instead to go ahead and transfer them to more secure floss cards, and I just used the numbers, you know, corresponding to symbols, and I just put the symbols on here instead. So it's all these like gorgeous rainbow colors. They have DMC equivalents, but it even says in the package that they may not be DMC, so I don't know. They don't really feel like DMC. They feel a little stiffer, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. And then there's one metallic in there. And then there's gold beads, and they go around the edge. So anyway, so that is the haul that I got. Again, this is like basically a gift. But the person doesn't know what they got me. So now they do. Now you do, Dawn. And as I said, this is going to be my New Year, New Start. I have to pick a project bag to put it in because I'm not going to keep it just in this baggie. But I'm actually really anxious to start this. I kind of want to start it already, but I'm going to hold off. Okay, so that I think is it for haul. Plans I talked to you a little bit about earlier in the video. I talked about plans for the coming week, and so plans going forward. I think my whip parade on Friday is actually going to be good for me to kind of like see what I have all kind of laid out at one time, and decide what kind of things I want to focus on at the beginning of the year to get finished, and what kind of things, you know, I have to not worry about and just do at a slower pace. And then I haven't picked anything for February if I'm going to do my Be My Own Valentine sal. Again, I might want to do some kind of sal for Valentine's, just something to commemorate February. I think it's important for me to have something that is a reminder for myself for self-care and that kind of thing. I did see, talking again about Amy Sprinklestein Stitches, she has the Cats in the Rain pattern that I have, so I might contact her if you're watching this, Amy, and see if she wants to maybe sell that for February. I don't know. And then in May, I have pretty much decided I'm going to do Mania this year, but I'm going to do a Cat Mania. So I'm going to take all of the patterns that I already currently have as whips that have cats as a theme or cats in them, which is quite a few, and then see how many that is, and then maybe pick a couple patterns to start that are cat themed, and then figure out some kind of schedule of like, you know, this one will get 2 days and this will get 4 days of stitching or whatever, and do a Cat Mania. So that's as far as I've thought. But anyway, I have been talking at you for quite a while now, so I think it's time to close out the video. Thank you guys again so much for watching and supporting my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season, And I will see you again a couple times next week. Again, Merry Christmas for those who celebrate. If you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy, there's 14 other religious holidays, or 14 religious holidays at this time of year. I do not know them all, but happy whatever you celebrate, or happy Sunday, or just happy stitching. And I will see you guys again next week. Until I see you again, please remember to be content, be kind, and be crafty. This is Carla. Bye.